Well, good morning. And thank you all for coming today. I'm anxious about sharing some good news with you, so I want to go ahead and get started. But before I get started, I just want to recognize some people who are here today. First, I want to recognize our students for coming. I thank you for taking a little time to come in here. Maybe some boring news to you, but it's some good news to us. But also our faculty, our board members who are here today to represent some of our business partners from Phoebe, City of Albany, Doherty County School Board. So again, just thank you for coming and witnessing what we have to share today. And also I see Mr. Brooks from the Doherty County Commission. So again, thank you for coming as well. So let's get started. So we have some good numbers to report from last year, and this is AY23. So this is last year's numbers. So we're into AY24. So we have some good numbers to show from last year, AY23. We had a 7.5% increase in enrollment compared to AY22, which is a good. But I want to make sure that, and I don't want to minimize anything that I'm saying here today. All of these numbers are good, but we got to remember that we're not exactly where we were prior to the pandemic. So we're headed in the right direction, and these numbers will show that we're headed in that direction. So we have a 7.5% increase in enrollment compared to AY22. Credit hour production, head count is important, but this is another important number here of credit hour production. How we receive our funding from the state of Georgia, they use this credit hour production, how many credit hours students take to determine how much funding we get from the state. So this is an extremely important number. So we had about 3.6% increase compared to AY22. So that tells me if legislators do what they say they're going to, we should get a little bit more money from the state of Georgia next year. Overall race comparison, we see we are predominantly African American. Almost 80% of our student population is African American. About 15% are white, 2.6% Hispanic, Latino, and two or more races, 2.3. So again, that's why we have two predominantly black institution grants that we're offering to help support that population. Age categories, as you can see, compared to AY22 and AY23, we're still roughly about 52% age 25 and under our population. So about 10, 15 years ago, that number would probably be reversed. We were more older institution, but now we're getting much more younger in our student population. So about 52%, both in AY22 and AY23, our student population was 25 and under. First generation students, First generation students defined as those students who are enrolled in post-secondary education whose parent or guardian does not have a bachelor's degree. So we averaged in AY22 about 38% of our population was first generation, and almost 40% of last year's first generation, about 40%. So again, we're seeing more and more first generation students coming and taking advantage of technical education. So in demand, the state of Georgia has identified certain areas that are in demand. Healthcare is one of them, also transportation. So we did extremely well in the healthcare area for last year. We had about an 89%, almost 90% increase in our ASN, with social science nursing enrollment. And also the LPN, we had a 7.5% increase in enrollment. And in nurse aid, we had a 90% increase in enrollment. So we did extremely well in healthcare enrollment for last year. So we're headed in the right direction with the same thing for AY24. And you can see the age population again, age population with majority of the students are in the ages of 30 and under in both those healthcare areas, AY22 and AY23. Our truck driving, commercial truck driving, again, we had an 18.2% increase in commercial truck driving. So again, we did extremely well with truck driving. And again, you can see some of the age comparison. Majority of the population in this particular area is over 40, because again, you have to be 18 in order to have a CDL license, and then you have to be 21 to drive out of state. So again, the age population is much higher in the CDL. Top 5 programs that by enrollment that we saw last year: business, healthcare, technology, business management, cosmetology, early childhood early childhood care, and early college essential. The early college essential is mostly our dual enrollment students. That's a certificate that they enroll in to receive a certificate to get most of their core out the way. But these are the top producing programs last year for us, and that averaged about 30% of our population, these 5 programs. Top 10 counties by enrollment. We are designated to serve 7 counties in our SDA, our service delivery area. That is Baker, Clay, Calhoun, Doherty, Lee, Randolph, and Terra. So our student population made up about 80% of those from those counties. If you add 3 more counties to it, Mitchell, Tiff, and Worth, it averages about 87%. So you can say about 90% of our population is local. They can drive, they can get to us in a short period of time. Also, out of the 159 counties that we serve, out of 159 in Georgia, we served 88 counties out of those 159 last year. So again, we're touching not only those 7 counties, those 10 counties, but we're touching 88 counties in Georgia. And then also 33 students were served in 13 different states last year. And I received information on this year's report, it'll go in next year's report, that we also served 4 international students this year. We have 2 from India, 1 from Chile, and 1 from Nigeria. So again, we are spreading our net in what people are seeing the benefits of Albany Tech. Graduation and placement, you can see compared to last year, AY22, our degree graduates had declined and our diploma graduates had declined, but also we had an increase in our technical certificates. Overall retention, our retention improved, but it's still nothing to get excited about, at least I'm not. I just want to just explain to what that overall retention means. What the state does, they look at, they go from fall to fall. So a program may have 20 students in it, but if 2 of those students are new students, they're going to just follow those 2 students. So if 1 drops out and 1 continues, you got a 50% retention rate. So that's what that simply means. So they're following new students instead of the entire program. Our placement remains well. We're in the 99% placement overall, and infield placement 95%. So we're doing extremely well, continue to do in that area. Our high school dual enrollment, as you can see, the numbers we had a comparison of about a 47% increase compared to last year, and some of the highest enrolled dual enrollment students by high school, Westover, Doherty High, and Monroe were ranking in the highs of dual enrollment students. So we're extremely proud of what we've done in dual enrollment. We've set some ambitious goals for this year to increase that number as well. Our graduates have opportunity to continue their education with 4-year universities. We have 20 formal agreements with 4-year universities. Those that are in bold, the Columbia Southern University, DeVry, and Middle Georgia State, those are the new ones that we added last year. So, but now students who graduate us with a degree, these are options, some of the options that they have to continue their education. Now, we do have agreement with other institutions that may not be formal that accept our credits, but again, we have formal agreements with these. So dual achievement, academic and learning performance. You may not know, but the legislation to improve Senate Bill 204, I think it's 204 last year, in 21, that we are allowed as a technical college to offer high school diplomas now. We can offer high school diplomas. So we created this academy that's called the Academic Learning and Performance. And under those academy, you have our dual achievement and you have our Career Plus. We receive accreditation for Cognia. Cognia is the same accreditation that accredits Doherty County High School, Lee County High School, so we can offer and accredit high school diplomas. So individual dual achievement is for those individuals who are the age of 16 to 21, who have formally dropped out of high school for whatever reason. They can come to us, complete their remaining credits of high school with us, and also complete 2 certificates of credit, a diploma or associate degree, and we can grant them a high school diploma. Career Plus is those individuals who are above age 21 that meet those same criteria. They can come to us, finish their high school requirements, certificate, diploma, associate degree, and we can grant a high school diploma. So we're extremely proud of the team and what they've done, and that, as you can see in the row, we don't have any numbers to compare to last year because we just got started with dual achievement, but as you can see, we had a total of 42 students enrolled last year. I think that was good, but we've set some ambitious goals for 200 students for this year to get enrolled in dual achievement, because again, there is a population out there that does not have that high school equivalency, that does not have a high school diploma, that we can tap into and we can make those dreams come true for them in technical education. Some of the ages and the race profile for dual achievement, majority African American, majority male. And also the ages most of the ages are between 18 and 19 years old. We do also serve the prison population. We have two programs that we operate. We operate one at Autry State Prison. Well, Autry is closed now, but we did operate at Autry State Prison, barbering, and also welding at Lee State Prison. So you can see our enrollment for that. We had 112 students enrolled last year, and again, so we continue to serve the prison population. So now, this year, since Autry has closed, we're operating at Calhoun State Prison in Morgan, Georgia. Adult education. There are three components to adult education where students can get their high school equivalents or high school diploma now. Like we said before, the Career Plus high school diploma, the GED, and the HiSET. So this is what we've done in Career Plus. We enrolled 33 students, and we had 4 awards. So again, we will recognize those students that received their Career Plus high school diploma at this graduation, not with a general education degree, but with a high school diploma. So we're proud of that. And you can see the ages here. That the ages here range majority of between the age of 25 to 34, majority female and majority African American. Our GED population, again, you can see the comparison of majority of African American, majority of female, and the ages, most of the ages are between 25 to 44. GED enrollment, almost 800 that we enroll. The National Reporting System enrollment, those that considered to be full-time, 631. The measurable skill gain percentage is 37%, and what that means that some students come in at a 6th grade reading level. What that simply means that they made some advances, so now they're reading on a 10th grade reading level. So we had a 37% increase in that, and then the number of awards that they were given. Economic development, again, so we see what we've done and compared to last year. We had a decline in what the companies that we serve, but we're working extremely hard to try to get that number improved. Also, the number of people that we trained increased slightly, and then also the contact hours had declined. So again, we have some initiatives in place to try to improve in that particular area. Albany Tech Foundation. The Albany Tech Foundation is a separate entity to the college, but it supports the college. So again, it operates with its own board, the chairman of the board, and the person, the executive director is Ms. Williams. She oversees that. So as you know, our late Dr. Parker passed away last year, so we want to honor him in everything that we do to try to support students. So if you know Dr. Parker, he was all about this community, and he was all about making their lives better for the students. So we initiated a fundraiser called Education Makes Sense, and we want to honor him the 27 years of his legacy. So we had a goal to raise $87,000 for the purpose of assisting 27 students. So we're still in that marketing and fundraising stage to try to meet those goals. These are some of the fundraising activities that we completed. Last year we had a 5K walk. That was very fun. We sold popcorn. We had casual Fridays where we charged people extra $5. I think it was $5 on Friday to wear jeans or something like that. And then we had online giving, and then we had a car and bike show. So we had a lot of activities trying to raise funds to support our students. And again, you know, what we said before, the purpose is to cover tuition and fees for students, for 27 students for 2 full terms. Instructional delivery methods. Last year, as we see, we broke it down by semester, totally online, that students, about 50%, almost 50% of our student population are strictly online. They take online classes. Web enhanced simply means there's a portion of online and in-class portion of classwork, so about 30%. Blended is another method of some portion of in class and online, and then also evening. If you can go back 10, 15 years ago, that evening number was much higher. So, but we're trying to get back where we have those adult type students come and they take advantage of the evening courses. So again, those numbers are pretty much roughly about the same throughout the semester. Internships and apprenticeships. We have several companies that we partner with for internships and apprenticeships. As you can see, the Marine Base, Albany, Air Conditioning, Heating, Southern Ag, Pelicano, 4-Star, Albany Motor, LRA, and Re-Energy. A lot of those companies accept our internship, paid internships. So, students, we don't want to work for free, and students don't either. So we try to encourage companies to have some type of paid internships for our students. So these are some of the numbers and some of the programs that participated. As you see, we had a slight decline compared to last year, but these are some of the programs that participated in apprenticeships and internships. Grant funding. So grant funding, CARES and HER funds. These are federal dollars that we received due to COVID-19. So those funds have ended. So we're no longer dependent on federal funds. But as you can see, what we receive, student portion. These are $9,556,000 that we receive as student portion. These are funds that went to the student to support them, to support their livelihood, support them being enrolled, supplies, whatever. And you can see the amount of students that we serve. We serve in the capacity of almost 7,000 students that we serve. So again, these funds were used to support students. It went straight to the students, not to the institution, for us to do anything with. And then also there was an institution portion. So we about 10 million institution portion. So we use those funds for renovation, to help to buy PPE supplies, those types of things to protect us from the coronavirus. But a lot of those funds were used for renovation to make the facility more safer during the COVID-19. Rebuild Southwest Georgia. For those of you who are not familiar with this particular grant, this is the grant that we received 3-4 years ago due to the effects of Hurricane Michael in 2018. So there's about 20 counties that were affected by Hurricane Michael. So we receive funds to support students who live or work in those 20 counties. They can receive funds. Now there's an eligibility, it's based on income level. They have must exhausted all other remedies, Pell, Hope, or whatever type of resources, financial resources, before they can tap into these funds. So we've served, I think we're in our 3rd year of this particular grant. So we've served a number of students in this. So these funds not only pay for a semester, but it will pay for the entire program and also pay for the supplies, any types of other needs, child care, or any other type of needs that the student may have. These funds will pay for. It's about an $8 million grant that like I said, we're in the 3rd year of it. So we're fortunate to have these funds available to students here in South Georgia. Campus improvement and renovations. So we had 2 major renovation projects on campus. We did our substance abuse lab. Substance abuse is a new program for us. It's probably been around about two years now, doing extremely well. We're looking to advance even more in that. We have a very nice substance abuse lab. So anytime you're on campus, you need to contact Ms. Cooper or Ms. Bennett Jones and go look at that substance abuse lab. It's very, very nice. Like you see it in the pictures in the yellow. Ms. Bennett Jones picked out those colors. When Dr. Park was alive, he wasn't too crazy about those colors, but we had to convince him. So okay, this is a counseling smoothing area. So he was okay with it. And then also Rad Tech Technology, we did about $1.4 million renovation in that particular area, and most of those funds were geared toward the equipment that we went digital with Rad Tech. So a lot of those funds went to the equipment. So we're very impressed and very excited about that lab. Again, like I said before, we use our CARES funds to renovate our restroom, to bring them up to speed. So we renovated every restroom on campus. So when you have a chance, check out the restrooms. And then also chillers. We placed the chillers on some of the buildings that we had that may have been going bad. So this is one of those that we replaced. And then also we did some parking lot improvement. We put up speed bumps because we noticed we had a lot of little speeders on campus, so we wanted to try to slow people down. And then also we wanted to identify our parking lots, so we put numbers on parking lots. So instead of when we giving direction on campus, we need to park in front of whatever building. So now we can just tell you, parking zone 4, parking zone 3. So we want to make sure that we have some clear instructions when we giving the direction. So these are some of the things that we did. So now some of the new instruction. New instruction, I know if you've been alive for the last 24 months or so, you've heard about this project living here in Dougherty County. So we are fortunate to partner with Phoebe Putnam Memorial Hospital and Phoebe Putnam Health System on this projected cost of this living and learning community. Now that $43 million, I think it may have gone up some now, but we are extremely important. We're extremely proud of this project. If you're not familiar with it, what's going to happen? Hopefully by this time next year, we're going to move 4 of our healthcare programs to this facility. We're going to move our social nursing, our LPN, practical nursing, nurse aid, and phlebotomy. And we're going to lease the first floor of this facility, and we're going to teach all of those programs at that facility. On the second and third floors, students who are in those programs will have the option to live in the apartments. There'll be 80 apartments on the second and third floor. So they have the option to rent those apartments from Phoebe and live in that area. So now that's what we call the living and learning. They can live there, they can learn there, and the location is right across the street from the hospital, so if they can go to their clinicals, if they get employed at Phoebe, they go straight to work. So it's just a all win-win situation for not only Phoebe, us, but also the students. So again, and also the city of Albany. So because our projection is that it's going to be an economic impact to the downtown area of Albany as well. So I think it's going to be a win-win for all of us. So we're extremely proud of this partnership, and we're looking forward to moving in next year. And that's the groundbreaking we had back in January, and then also this is some of the current progress that's going on now. So I don't think you can go down Jefferson now, but if you can, you could go take a look at the progress. Also, the second project is the Anthony Parker Transportation Academy. This is about over $9 million, it's close to $10 million project. You can see the construction that's going on in the campus, in the rear of the campus. So hopefully about this time next year, August, September, we'll be able to move in this facility as well. So there's going to be a lot of things going on campus this year between now and summer of next year. So we had the groundbreaking for that facility on August the 29th. And this is some of the current progress now, and so that's going on now as we speak. Some new programs that we initiated last year, as you can see, we initiated several new programs that's in the electrical engineering, camera assistant, design and media, pre-nursing TCC, electronics, food and beverage, front office manager, restaurant manager, travel, Java programming, and certified warehousing. So a lot of programs that we initiated last year, so we're on the progress of probably even beating that list for next year as well. New initiatives. So what we've done, again, this is some of the funds that we use for CARES money to upgrade security on campus. So we upgraded our security camera system on campus. We've added a lot of cameras. I'm not going to tell you how many, but there's a lot of cameras on campus. Okay, so there's a lot of, so we've upgraded that safety component to the campus. So not only in the interior, but the exterior as well. So we think that's important to keeping our visitors, our students, and our faculty staff safe. We have what they call an ATC Safe app. You can download it, any student, any faculty member and staff can download this app, and they can give you emergency alerts. So if we got to close early due to inclement weather, we'll send an alert out, or any type of emergency on campus. Our emergency plans is on this app. You can pull it up. So all you have to do is just download ATC Safe app, and you can have access to this particular app. So we think this is a good element to our security measures. We also have a new Ames parking system, so we kind of upgraded how we want to enforce parking on campus. So again, I want to thank the police department, the chief, and Mr. Singleton for coming up, and also the individuals in the business office for coming up with the Ames parking system for us to enforce parking. Night court. So we've partnered with Dougherty County Municipal Court. So we have night court on campus at least, I think 4 or 5 times a year. So we've had several this year, and we've scheduled to have at least 3 more for the remainder of the year. So what will happen is, and how we got to this particular partnership, sometimes Judge Weaver in his court, he would sentence people to go get their GED, they're lacking a GED, they'll go get some type of trade, and then 20, 30 days later, they'll come back and say, well, I went to Albany Tech and I couldn't find anybody. Nobody answered the phone. Well, they don't have that anymore. They don't have that excuse anymore, because now we're having night court on our campus. We have a mock courtroom on campus. So we have financial aid, we have admissions, we have academics. Everybody's in the courtroom ready for when he sentenced somebody to get their GED or whatever, go see Ms. Brown or go see who. So they don't have that excuse no more. So we're extremely proud of this partnership with Judge Weaver and the municipal court. So, and again, this is during the evening hours. Campus closure, we had some campus closures last year due to implement weather, some bad weather we had. Some was delays and some were total closure. So we just want to try to keep account of those times we have to close campus, and we make adjustments in our instructionals. Faculty and staff, so Albany Tech is no different. Employment, no different than anybody else. You know, if you're in business, you've lost people, you gain people. So we went through that same type of thing in last year. So we lost some faculty part-time, full-time. We lost some staff, and then also we gained some new individuals. We hired 11 new full-time individuals and 53 part-time, and then those that departed, retired, involuntary left us, or whatever the case may be. We departed 16, 26 part-time. So again, nothing new, same as any other industry. We're currently trying to recruit the best and brightest of individuals to come work for us. So campus life, you know, if you're not familiar, we have a men and women's basketball team. We had a very successful year last year, so we're looking forward for them continuing that success. And also we have some campus life activities. We have what is called Spring Fling. We have activities. We have bowling and skating for those individual students that we want to just, have them relax and have a good time and have the feeling of a campus life. Support program. We have a lot of support programs that are here to support students. The 2 PBI grants that I mentioned, TEAMS and MAPS. TEAMS is teaching empower African American males to exceed. So their focus is to increase the enrollment, not only the enrollment of African American males, but also the completion. What we found out is that particular population is lacking in areas such as in healthcare. We look into healthcare, there's not a lot of African American males in healthcare, so we try to gear them toward those lucrative type careers. I think last time we checked, it was less than 1% of all of our healthcare programs have African American males, so we're trying to increase that area. MAP, mental, academic, and physical preparedness. Again, MAP is we want to focus on the whole student, not just their academic performance, but their mental state of mind, their wellness. And again, we want to concentrate on those individuals in the healthcare area. LEAP, Academic Advisement, Academic Achievement Center. Our Academic Advisement and Academic Achievement Centers, those where the student can receive advisement to help them on their track to completion. And then our Academic Achievement, those offers tutorial sessions for students, prepare them for the TEAS testing, prepare them for any type of a subject matter they may have problems with. So, and also our library center. So a lot of support system here at Albany Tech. This is not the exhaustive list, but we just want to give you an overview of some of those support programs. And accomplishments. What we did last year, we had a 100% pass rate for our ASN program. Last year, we had a 100% pass rate for our EMT program, and 100% pass rate for surgery. So I think that right there deserves a round of applause. Our faculty, staff, and students and the support programs system, they help meet this accomplishment. So again, I want to thank them for their hard work. And this is some of the other accomplishments. We had a national gold winner in Skills USA, Miss Jordan Johnson. So if you've been asleep for the last 2 months, you've seen Jordan on the news and commercials, so we're extremely proud of Jordan for representing not only Albany Tech, but she represents the technical system of Georgia and the state of Georgia on a national level of winning gold. So we are extremely proud of her. Dr. Lanier, our NISARD Excellent Award recipient, and also Ms. Ivy Bradley is the Skills UA National Advisor of the Year. So we have some talented individuals, some dedicated professionals, and we want to celebrate them. Some other special accomplishments, like we said, we had the Future Stars of Healthcare event. We had the Addiction and Substance Abuse ribbon cutting and the Rag Tech ribbon cutting. And then also, like I said, we had renovation on our ASN lab, night courts, Rag Tech, and then also our nursing program was ranked number 6 in the state by registerednursing.org. We secured some more funding from, we secured a $1 million congressional direct spending grant for healthcare programs, support healthcare programs from Congressman Bishop, Senator Ossoff, and Senator Warnock. So we thank them for their support in helping us continue to fight the work shortage and workforce in healthcare. Awarded $120,000 for adult education and early childhood talent pipeline to get more students in that particular area from the adult ed population. And then also we secured $129,000 from Georgia Board of Workforce nursing grant for our practical nursing program to support that. So we're extremely proud of those efforts and those funds to support those programs. And that's it. So again, it was an extremely great year in AY23. So we're looking forward to even a better year in AY24. We've had some hard times last year, but I think we've overcome them. We're headed to in the right direction. Again, I just want to say that we're not where we were prior to the pandemic, but we're headed in the right direction. And I have confidence in this team that works with me each and every day, from senior staff to faculty to the deans to the students. And I just want to say thank you for your support. So I'll address any questions now, if you have them for me. If not, thank you for coming.